Welcome to Bay Area Day Trips. In this episode, we go to the East Bay to take a look at Ardenwood Historic Farm in Fremont. Ardenwood is part of the East Bay Regional Park District and is located on 205 acres right on the border of Fremont and Newark, just off Highway 84. There's a lot to see at this park, and it's centrally located, taking no longer than an hour to get to from the outskirts of the Bay Area, depending on traffic conditions. The main attractions include a historic mansion, a working farm, and a train. The volunteer groups operating each main attraction put on a variety of seasonal and other special events throughout the year, as well as hosting field trips from schools and other groups. The park can also host weddings, group picnics, and other large events. Patterson House is a Victorian mansion that was entered into the National Register of Historic Landmarks in 1985. It was built by George Washington Patterson in the late 1850s. This historic structure is open for tours Thursday through Sunday from April through mid-December. It's best to check the official website for information if you plan to visit the Patterson House, because sometimes there are scheduled outages. George Washington Patterson called his estate Ardenwood, which is why the park maintains that name now. Ardenwood was home to the Patterson family for 3 generations, and it was eventually turned over to the city of Fremont in 1978. The city subsequently opened the park to the public in 1985. The farm at Ardenwood has been an active agricultural endeavor for decades, and it still is, producing mainly grain and vegetable commodities. One of the attractions during the fall season is a large pumpkin patch where people can buy pumpkins grown right on the premises. During certain times of the year, visitors are delighted by goats, pigs, chickens, and other farm animals raised right on the farm. The Society for the Preservation of Carter Railroad Resources operates a train on a stretch of 3-foot gauge track that runs between 2 stations in the park. For many years, this operation was horse-drawn. That ended when the group transitioned to a more modern mode of transportation, a small diesel locomotive known as Katy. Once a year, on Labor Day weekend, a small privately owned steam engine is brought in for the annual Rail Fair event. This event also features displays from other local railroad-related organizations. If you like trains or know a child who likes trains, this is an event not to miss. The SPCRR puts on other events as well, such as their haunted train rides around Halloween. This is a farm and not a regular city park, so dogs, barbecues, and modern recreational items such as frisbees, balls, and bicycles are not allowed. The park is largely ADA accessible and has running water and restrooms available to the public. The park is open Tuesday through Sunday, as well as many holidays. Parking is free, but there is a modest park entry fee that's higher on some days and lower on others. It's best to visit the official website for specific information. There's way more to discover at Ardenwood than I can cover in one of these short day trip shows. But the purpose of this series is to introduce you to places you might not already know about. Now that you know about Ardenwood, you can go discover it for yourself. Chances are you'll find something to like even more than the things I've already told you about here. If you do, let us know by placing a comment below. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Bay Area Day Trips. Please subscribe to this channel, and more importantly, share it with your friends on social media. If you're so inclined, you can also support my efforts by becoming a patron on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/tsgmultimedia for more information. Thanks for watching, and make it a great day.